All right, hey Cardinals, this is going to be the instructions for AP Lit Day 37, which is Friday the 8th. I will not be able to host the Zoom meeting because I have an infusion on this day. So I wanted to walk you through what you will be expected to do on this day, and it's pretty straightforward. So in these slides, here's the agenda. I will also post it for you to copy as well. And you will start with a writing for full presence activity. So I bolded it in the agenda so that way you know that that is what I am using to take attendance. So please make sure to submit your writing for full presence so I can mark you present on Friday the 8th. So we're going to start with our history of English notes. I'm going to show you what the student version looks like and what you can do with it to take your notes. I'm going to walk you through very briefly the notes on metaphysical poetry, notes on John Donne. You're going to copy those. It's going to be pretty straightforward into your notes. And then introduce you or reintroduce you to the literary device of personification. And then you are going to complete a close reading of The Sun Rising by John Donne. So your handout looks like this. It will be posted in Google Classroom. And it starts with a title slide, and it says you can either fill out these slides online, so it'll be make a copy for each student. There are text boxes where you need them, or you can print them and put them in your notebook, so you can do the notes by hand. So it's up to you how you would prefer to take notes. I know I personally like taking notes by hand, but I also understand that some of you might prefer typing. So the first slide in these, besides the title slide, is a list of literary devices or techniques. So almost each set of poetry notes that you will take will also have a literary device or technique that we are focusing on. For instance, for this one, for day 37, it's personification. And this is where you're going to type your definition of personification, which will be provided in the notes. And then the slides we'll be looking at for day 37 are this one, metaphysical poetry. So there's a slot for historical context, notable poets, literary elements, and then notes for John Donne. So each of these has a text box, and there are 6 text boxes per poet, and you will see in the notes that there are 6 facts for each poet. And then there's going to be a copy of The Sun Rising. So this is very similar to our close reading format that we've done in the first semester. So the poem is here, and then your prompt is here, and then a space for your overarching question, your thesis, and your evidence and analysis are here. And the device suggestion for this one is personification, because that's one that we are focusing on. But if you would prefer to look at different devices in this poem, you can look at different ones. But this is just the one that we're focusing on for this day, and it's for sure in this poem. So if you want to practice analyzing personification in this poem, you can 100% do so. So the notes are going to look like this. So this is a very surface level look at each group of, well, each type of poetry. We're kind of taking a historical tour of poetry. And for the metaphysical poets, for the first round of notes, I highlighted main terms and ideas, but in future ones I will not highlight. It's going to be up to you to determine what the main terms and ideas are that you're going to put into your notes. And it starts with a historical look at metaphysical poets. It also includes how it's related to the Baroque and Rococo periods of art. Also some pictures of Baroque and Rococo art and architecture. And then another part of your notes is notable poets. Those are listed here. And then literary elements. So things that are specific to metaphysical poetry. And then there are notes on John Donne. Again, there are 6 facts that you're going to type into your notes or handwrite into your notes. And then once we're done looking at metaphysical poetry and John Donne, you're going to look at personification. So again, this is going to go on this first spreadsheet. It might be a reminder of what personification is, but that's what we are focusing on for this lesson. and it has the definition of personification. And then finally, the poem itself. So that is what is happening for day 37. Please make sure to complete writing for full presence so I can mark you present in attendance. All right, good luck.